The Haunted Mask 2. I gotta say, this book is definitely a downgrade from the first one. I mean, I've already reviewed the TV episode of this adaptation of this book, and I think that's a far superior version, of the story than the book. So what's the plot? So basically you follow Steve Boswell, who you may recall was one of the bullies from the first Haunted Mask book. He's been punished due to letting a squirrel loose in the girls' locker room. And as punishment, he has to coach a first grade soccer team. And the first graders are really mean to Steve. They bully him. Yeah, they make him kick a concrete soccer ball. Yeah, literally. So it's like the day before, a couple days before Halloween. Steve, like, along with his friend Chuck, like, they get Carly Beth to tell them where she got her mask last year, and she tells him that she got it at the party store and begs Steve not to go there. And Steve, of course, ignores her and goes there anyway. Yeah, he on the day before Halloween, he goes to the party store and finds an old man mask in the basement. And after escaping from the shopkeeper, he makes it home. Yeah, but so once he gets home, he puts the old man mask on and starts feeling and acting like an old man. Oh yeah. So Halloween night comes, like, he gets into a hobo costume and tricks his parents into thinking it's part of his costume. So he goes to a haunted house where he told the first graders to meet. And the first graders, well, they're not scared of Steve at all. They think he's an old man. Yep, so they help him to Carly Beth's house. Steve thanks the kids, and he eventually sees Carly Beth. Carly Beth gives him a "I told you so." So Carly Beth tells Steve to think of a symbol of love. And he, like, remembers the black and white cookies his mom bought him. That goes out the drain pretty soon. And he hugs his dog. That doesn't work. So they go back to the party store. Yep, and they find, like, an old suit. And it turns, like, the mask comes off Steve and gets on the suit, and it does a little dance, and it dances away the suit. So Steve and Carly Beth, they leave. They're about to head home when Chuck pops out, and he's wearing a mask. And he asks Steve and Carly Beth if they can help him get it off. So that's essentially the Haunted Mask 2. So the positives. Once again, you get a really good Halloween atmosphere in this book, like you do in the first book. Uh-huh. Well, Steve is an okay character. He's not as likable as Carly Beth, given he was one of the bullies from the first book. Yep. Yeah. And the negatives. Like, as I said, it's a downgrade from the first book. And as I said in the beginning, the episode of this book is much better than the book. Yep. And that's really all I have to say about The Haunted Mask 2. It's an okay sequel. Just, if you read the first book, you could see how much of a downgrade it is. I do know it has its fans, and that's perfectly fine. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and happy Halloween.